Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Good question. Ooh, a crowbar. I can now jimmy my way through this wretched castle, I guess. Did they have crowbars back in the 1800s? I guess they did. They had iron and steel at that time. This door is stuck to a broken lock. What do I do about that? Find another way to open the closet door. Oh.
The key. Please, let it be here.
That's kind of creepy. Hide! Let's just hope that the dude doesn't come to it this one. Sounds like we're safe for now. Dude, he broke down the door and everything.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled.
Huh.
I was
Independence
awakened
Day was
by
being
an
celebrated.
exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Too strange indeed. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Huh. Something happened to someone that was chilling out here. Now into the study. The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Let's get some sort of light here. Anything else we can salvage from this room? Doesn't look like it. What's in this room over here? Sounds like some barking dogs outside. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most truly trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20 odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described in the Hortus Conclusius. It was as it was told about an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cup of hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. How can it be smooth and jagged at the same time? Its color washed while rich. Contrast was not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within the stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in a lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal, black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the growing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still to this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. You're writing about it now. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Henrik Cornelius Agrippa. So apparently this orb is pretty badass, and something ethereal is coming to get it back. Puppy play. Cracked window panes are held together only by a weakened wood frame. Interesting, so I can break that shit, huh? Can I pick something up? Throw it. Oh, I dropped it. I wonder if there's a secret over here. Yikes. Secret. I actually doubt it's an actual secret. Ooh, another glowy orb. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath yet. I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who in all fairness should have entered that gate. Got like a little workshop here. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trim steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Picked up a flow cycle rod. Alright. Do we need any of these gears? You see, the gear wars weren't even about the gears. A very common misconception. Nice. Come on. Dude, this guy loses his sanity, like, really quick. Are you startled, Sharon? A tree fell down. Oh no, I'm so scared. Whoops, don't fall. Please don't fall. Milestones of human anatomy. Nice. Bark, bark. That's kind of creepy. I wonder if I have to fight dogs. Ooh.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Dude, what a weirdo. Oh my gosh. Canine spine, dude. He's making zombie dogs. Anatomy Frontiers. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill the void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice as they prove less of a hassle to acquire. Aw, he's harvesting animals for their life force, it sounds. Whoa! Little dingleberry right there. Awesome. Why would there be a fire be lit when there's nobody home? Unless somebody's home. Oh. I hear dogs barking. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris. After a short study, and it's clear Oh, excuse me. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Damn, dude, this guy was a freaking torturer. Oh my gosh. An important key is hidden in the guest room. Well, okay. I guess we gotta go back to the guest room. He flipped through the book of monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Huh. This thing is back. Woo. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Alright, so there's an important key chilling in here. Let's go and light that. Oh, sweet. We got that for free. Oh, I did not want to do that one. Some shirts chilling. Blast this house.
Daniel,
What?
still having nightmares, I see.
Yes. I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
More nightmares. I mean, I already checked all the normal spots, so where would this thing be? You gonna pay for that vase, or he's gonna break willy-nilly? I'm gonna break everything, dude. That's like kind of my MO. To me, it looks like everything's been searched for. Nothing behind bases. Just don't break your heart, your achy breaky heart. What is the bug? Buggy. Those are some long drawers. Can I go out the window? No. Nothing in here. No secret switches. Nothing in there.
Here's a good place to hide it then.
The machine room key. Sir William Smith had been marked. There is no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. See, it's back here, dude. Someone keeps dropping it off. Perpetual food. Is this the machining room? Looks like it. Storage. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the darkness. Dude said I heard the second Amnesia was duty. I heard the same things, actually. I'm honestly wondering how long this game is. I'm wondering if I'll be able to beat it in like 2 or 3 playthroughs. This is like the throne room or something down here. It's the archive tunnels. Never actually went left.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Alright, there's the machine room. Could you ever imagine being asked, have you ever ridden on an elevator? That's kind of crazy to think about. It's locked. I have the key. Flow rod cycle. Nice.
July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Really? Just coinkydinks. It needs to be 8 up and 8 down, right? That's what it said. And then there's got to be something that like does this. So what's that? Oh, come on. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on.
Is anyone there?
Yeah, is there like somebody down here skulking around?
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg
The
Castle."
Baron. Big old Baron.
Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Machine equipment memo. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. Okay, so the others are in the storage area, which I'll have to go brave here in a little bit. Venture further down. Those guys even walk in the sun or whatever? Machinery needs more work before to run. Missing cogwheels need to be fitted.
July 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
He's gonna regret it. Is there something coming? My dude is just freaking out at like random sounds.